Hello. Hello, beautiful people. Well, today I thought I'm going to do a shorter video because I know there are people out there who don't have much time and who, when they see that my video is 45 minutes long, they might be put off by it. So I thought, well, maybe it would be a good one today to do a bit of shorter one. So I hope it's going to stay around 15 minutes. Um, have quite a bit of program. As you know, the theme is um, tricks, tips, what we can do to help us through these difficult times which we are in all over the world, and to help us to move through these times with more peace. And I want to actually give a shout out and a big thank you to Doreen from the Netherlands. She sent me this lovely essential oil called Shine Bright. And I think it's such a lovely touch. Thank you so much for doing this. And I love the smell. I use it every day. And yeah, it may even help me to shine bright a little bit more. And there's actually today in this video, is a lot about shining bright because we all have this beautiful light inside of us. Chi is light, and everything is chi. And so we just have to bring a little bit more conscious awareness to it. And that's what we are going to do. So, what I want to do is actually do a little um, guided practice of these tools I'm going to show you. Okay, so it will be a mix about talking about the tool, but also doing the exercise. And you can, if if it's possible for you, you can already close your eyes, or if you do something where you can't close your eyes, you can just listen and let it in. So I'm going to give you two tools. One is the easiest tools, the most available tool we can use, and that is breathing. Breathing is such a powerful tool to bring us into the present moment and to support relaxation. And as we know, relaxation is actually a necessity for us to feel better. When we are all tense and stressed, it's hard to feel good. So relaxation is very important, and the breath is a way in to relax. It has to do with the physiological parts of the body. It's just happening when we work on breath. And ideally, we work on abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, Dantian breathing. So Dantian is an energy center in our lower abdomen. And if we breathe into our lower abdomen, there is a lot goodness happening in our body, in our chi, in our mind, in our whole being, in our true self even. Okay? So let's get started. Close your eyes if you haven't already, or you don't have to. And then just bring your awareness to your breath. And when you breathe in, try to allow your belly to expand. That means that you're doing diaphragmatic breathing. And when you exhale, just think relax. And you can feel how your belly is relaxing back into its starting place. And keep going and just observe the breath. There is not just the belly moving, also your rib cage is moving. It's important that both these parts of breathing are moving. You can feel that expansion in your body with your inhalation. And then you can feel the relaxing with the exhalation. And if you bring your focus into that lower abdomen where the energy center, lower dantian, is sitting, Imagine with your inhalation, when your belly is expanding, that the light in your lower abdomen is expanding too. It's filling up your whole abdomen. And you can even go further out past your body if you like to, with your imagination. And when you exhale, you really allow that relaxing to happen. And you can imagine how that bright light, that chi, is moving back to that area you're focusing on and relaxing there. So with your inhalation, you're expanding and you keep your awareness with that area you're expanding. And then with your exhalation, you're just relaxing into it. And the bright chi is flowing in. Just keep doing this. And so we can actually use this breathing, this type of breathing, in all the three dantians. So we have also the middle dantian, which is in the center of the chest, and then we have the upper dantian, which is in the head. But what you could do too, if you have a body part which is in pain or it's tight or needs some attention, you could do this breath in that body part. You could imagine that in that body part, the bright light is expanding with your inhalation, nice and beautiful, bright. And with your exhalation, you relax into that body part, and you allow all that bright chi to flow back into that body part. So the expansion out doesn't mean that it's leaving that body part, it's just expanding, it's becoming wider. And then when you exhale, all this chi flows back in, bright light, and relax. So this is one tool you can use, and you could even use that when your heart is really worried, for example. So this is actually the next exercise, bringing the awareness into the heart. So let's just do that. Just feel the heart center. It's not right where your physical heart is on the left side. It's in the center of your chest, the heart chakra, the heart center, the energetic heart. Just feel that area, and it's not restricted to a size. Your whole chest can feel open like your heart. It could even go past your chest. So don't limit yourself how you experience your heart. And then we can bring the awareness to this beautiful bright light in the heart. It's pure bright light. Because you are pure bright light, and your heart is a very, very important area in your whole being. It's where the true self's home is. So there is no other way than bright light, and there are all these beautiful heart qualities in there, and they are there regardless if you can see them or connect to them or not. They're right there. So just bring the awareness to the bright light. And now we can use again that breath we used before. You could also not use that focus on the breath and just keep focusing on the bright light in your heart. So that second focus is the heart. But if you would like to experiment with the breath, while you inhale, you can imagine how that bright light of your heart is expanding in your chest, but it could expand out to the whole universe if you like. And then when you exhale, just relax your heart and let that bright light come back into your heart, streaming back. And just keep doing that. Be playful with this. With both these exercises, we bring our awareness into the present moment. And this is where peace is in the present moment. This is when the thinking about the future or about the past, and very often the thinking is connected to worrying or to blaming or whatever other way of looking at past and future. It could just be a busyness, thinking about all the things we need to do today. It's not being in the present. So these two tools are just very simple tools to bring us back to the present moment. And ideally, we try to do that as much as possible, especially any time we feel we are disturbed, we are upset. I might have heard some news in the radio, and all of a sudden I can feel that tension in my heart and that worry and all of that coming in. And if I can remember in that moment the bright light in my heart, I bring the focus right to that present moment, to that awareness. Or I can just bring my awareness to my breath and feel my breath. So my attention goes away from the worry, from worrying about something which hasn't happened yet. But it's affecting the body and the mind and the heart in a very negative way. And I'm not saying here that we ignore what is happening and that it's wrong to feel worried. I'm just saying, feel it, and then bring your awareness to your heart, where there is this beautiful bright light present. You don't have to get stuck in the worry. Or bring it back to your breath, to feel your body again, because when we are worried, we'll go out of our body. We're not connected to our body anymore. So feeling the worry and then coming back to the body by feeling the breath can be very, very helpful. This is very easy tools which are always there for us. We don't have to go anywhere or take any notes out or whatever. We can just do it right there. And there is actually one more thing I would like to bring awareness to, and that is, let's observe ourselves where our focus is. What am I thinking about when I'm thinking? Where am I directing my energy? What am I watching? How am I thinking? So it does need awareness. And often we can actually, the way into knowing where our awareness actually is how we feel. So often when I feel disturbed, upset, worried, my focus is on, let's call it the dark. And the dark is always going to be there and present. It's like yin and yang, both qualities are present. But ideally, there is a balance there. And so if I keep focusing on the dark, I will have probably not the outcome I would like. It's not benefiting me or anything else. So maybe I can shift in that moment when I see myself being focusing on the bad and the horrible and the dark and the extreme, not so good things. And it doesn't mean that I don't see it. I have heard this, I have seen this. I'm very aware of that darkness there. So that's an important thing. We're not just pushing it away. But then I make a conscious decision to focus on the light, on the brighter part of what is existing in the present moment. And what could that be? That could be exactly what I would like to have, or how I would like this world to be, how I could imagine things can unfold if I step out of the focusing on the darkness and that pulling me down, when I step out of that and I'm trying to create that feeling of a different future, a more bright future. And you might say, well, then you are in the future again. I thought we have to be in the present moment. Well, we can think about the future in the present moment, but we are doing it consciously. This is a conscious action we take in a present moment. And you don't even have to focus on the future. You can focus on all the beautiful things present in the world, all these love gestures everywhere in the world, even in these areas where there is really a lot of darkness. The light is there too. So we need to strengthen the focus on that so there is balance again. So observe your focus, and if you're able to, make the decision to focus more on the light. And you can do that by going to your breath, thinking about the light, by going to your heart, thinking about your light. I think if everybody would do this, it could be very powerful. So thank you so much. I hope this has been helpful for you. I would, if you like this, if you test these exercises and you think this is quite good, it works well for me, it makes me feel better, please feel free to share this little video with your friends on Facebook, on Telegram, on wherever you are, because I think everybody could benefit of this. And just imagine if the focus in this world goes more again towards the light, how powerful that could be. If this could go viral and everybody starts to connect in with their beautiful bright light in their heart, well, who knows what impact that could have. So feel free to share. Um, Feel free to comment. Feel free to give this video a like um, on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever. And yeah, I just want to end with, let's connect. Everybody who is watching this now or later on, let's connect with our hearts. And let's feel how by connecting with our hearts, this light in our hearts becomes even stronger. Because we need to do this on our own, connecting to our heart and connecting to the bright light, but then we do it together. All of us joining together to do it. Because we are all unified. There is no separation between us. So let's bring also there this beautiful awareness to this. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Much love and light.